Hello chess friends. Today I'm gonna do the first of the championship match between Emanuel Lasker and Wilhelm Steinitz. The first game of their match in the World Championship of Chess in 1894. So a little bit of a background. Steinitz was the first chess champion. He started his championship in 1886, and for 8 years he held the championship until 1894. 1886 to 1894, 8 years. Now this championship match will be won by Emanuel Lasker, and Emanuel Lasker would hold the longest reign in championship of chess for 27 years. So that is from 1894 to 1921, altogether 27 years, and he's got the record of the longest reign in chess championship. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead with the first move of the first game of their match. The opening is Roy Lopez. It's Steinitz defense. White pieces is Lasker and black Steinitz. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop B5, D6, pawn to D4, and bishop to D7. Knight C3, knight G7, and bishop retreats. Knight captures pawn, knight captures knight, pawn captures knight, and queen captures D4. So let me go back a little bit to explore some possibilities. So right after Lasker made the pawn advance on D4, Steinitz responded with bishop D7. Now if Lasker was to go to push the pawn on D5, let's see some possibilities here. So one possibility would be knight e7, and we will have probably a bishop exchange, and it will result in white apparently has advanced, or I would say overextended pawns. And if he tries c4, black can just reply by pawn to c6, knight, and after the captures, and black can take advantage of the open c file. Anyway, I thought it was interesting to see the possibility there. Let's go back to the game. So yeah, queen captures pawn, and Steinitz threatens Lasker's queen. Queen e3, knight e5, chasing the bishop. Queen g3, knight g6, Lasker is starting out a kingside attack here. Bishop e6, and bishop captures, pawn captures, bishop g5, threatening the black queen. Bishop covers on e7, and Lasker castles queenside. Pawn to e5, bishop e3. So we can see here that Lasker retreated with his bishop in order to attack the queen side of Steinitz. Okay, so Steinitz castles kingside. Knight e2, rook f7, and now the attack on the knight. Knight f4, bishop captures, okay, so Lasker did not fall for the trap. So let's say if Lasker captured that pawn, a trap, Steinitz can just go pin the knight to his Lasker's king. So going back, queen f3, queen a5, threatening to capture the a2 pawn. Queen b1 defends the pawn. Queen e5, threatening to battery by putting black's bishop on f6, threatening to mate the king on b2. So knight d4, and there goes the battery. Now c3, blocking the mate threat. Rook e8, attacking the e4 pawn. A defensive move by Lasker, defending the e4 pawn. Bishop d8. Queen g4. Queen bishop c7. Knight f3, attacking the black queen. Queen f6. Knight d2. Okay, putting more pressure on the e4 pawn. f3. d5. Rook h1. Rook e5. g3. Rook g5, threatening the queen. Queen d7, attacking on the 7th rank, threatening the bishop. Proposing a queen trade by Steinitz. They traded queens. And g4, closing up the position. Bishop b6. A battle between two rooks and a bishop and two rooks and a knight. Okay, exchange pawns. Knight b3. Okay, Steinitz setting up a battery of his rooks. Knight c1, preventing the attack on the 7th rank. Bishop c7, knight d3, attacking black's rook and threatening the pawn on f4. Rook g5, rook escapes, knight b4. Rook e5, rook d4, bishop b6. Okay. Lasker captures pawn with a check. King g8. And knight d3, attacking the black rook. There's the attack on the 7th rank by Steinitz. Rook d1, bishop e3, attacking the rook. b4, rook b4, attacking the pawn on b7, pawn b6, rook a4, attacking the pawn on a7, and pawn a5. b4, d4, c4, bishop d2, and Lasker closes up the position again. Did not capture the pawn. Bishop c3, rook g1, rook d2, threatening the knight, f4, threatening the rook. Sacrifices his rook. Interesting sacrifice by Steinitz. Lasker accepts it. So Steinitz gave up his rook for a pawn and knight. Lasker moves ahead with the pawn advance on c5. to e3. Rook c4. Okay, d3. Going for the promotion. Rook g1. And d2. So Lasker has to block the pawn. Captures a pawn. Lasker is going for the promotion. b6. Bishop d4. And b7. This one, Steinitz has no choice but to move his rook down to prevent the promotion. Rook e8. And king c2. Rook b8. Rook b1 defends the pawn. King f7 by Steinitz. Rook a4. And white wins, Lasker wins, Steinitz resigns. As we can see here, Steinitz cannot defend the a5 pawn, so there is no way he can defend the pawn without some loss. So let's see if he moves something like pawn advance, captures. Maybe a king is better. And so Lasker can just capture the pawn. Moves there, and there's no more defensive move there by Steinitz. So his bishop cannot even help. It's just okay. So Lasker won by positional advantage, material advantage, initiative. Excellent performance here by Lasker. Alright, I hope you liked the game. I enjoyed the game, I liked the game. And hope to see you on the next game. Cheers and take care.